Hi, y'all. Welcome to YEAHR. I want to twerk about it. I had just recorded my first episode on the Substack, and of course, the audio was not there, not recorded, just 33 minutes of me talking and playing into the abyss, which is what I usually do anyway. So, in the end, I did get some cool things out of it. For me, none of which y'all will know. Or maybe you will, because I'm sure they'll come up again, because that's just how she goes. But I feel kind of catharsis out from talking about it. And in the previous video I recorded, I ended up feeling compelled to play my guitar at the end, which lately has been kind of a hard, intense thing for me. Of like when I play, I just end up like just like totally filleted, and gutted and in tears, which like I'm crying most of the time these days anyway, but just kind of the intensity of playing through a song was just really taking it out of me. And um, but I already played, and when I thought about, like, I figured out my speaker situation, my speaker and mic situation, tested them. So, fingies fucking crossed. But when I thought about, like, okay, do I want to re-record? Do I want to, like, what do I want to do? And what I felt like doing was actually playing my guitar. So um, I'm gonna just play whatever feels good. And yeah, welcome, welcome to the music edition. Also, I recently restrung my guitar after like 20 years, and there's a learning curve, and these two are touching, and it's like lightly out of tune, and we're just gonna roll with it because honestly, like, that's how I fucking feel. I don't have the bandwidth to like troubleshoot my E and A, and so it's gonna just have its own resonance. And I think that if you're here, you can probably give me some grace on that and just be like, we're in the flow, right? Flow meets flow. I'm the light maker, I'm the goddess. I am everything I've ever wanted. Even though this part got hard and I lost my baby, I'm no longer hiding from the sounds my heart insists on making. My guitar's still a tear, catch her after all these years. I continue to find myself here. Crows calling a sign of ancestors near. Just listen to the rhythm and don't be scared. Tears are sacred, your time is now. Don't live your life in fear. I'm a melody maker, I'm a lighthouse, calling your heart home. We can be all the magic that we've ever dreamed of. Yes, I feel it too, and I'm no longer hiding from the sounds. Yes, I feel it too. I'm no longer running from the sounds my heart insists on making. I can't stop hearing it with you. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll close that door for you. You can't deny you feel this tugging too. I'm no longer hiding from the sounds my heart insists on making. There she is. No name for that yet. And then I have a little zygote. If you know, you know. Not finished yet, but it's been rattling around. If you're gonna come for me, come. If you're gonna ignore me, you run. If you're gonna come for me, come. If you're gonna ignore me, you run. 'Cause I fought for all my life, and I've settled too much for not nice, and I just can't keep on living this half life. I just can't keep on living this half life. You're gonna come for me, come. If you're gonna ignore me, you run. Let's see if anything else wants to come up. Oh, yeah. So yesterday I accidentally dosed myself on mushrooms and took too many. I was kind of going through it. I got fired and have feelings about that. And I mean, because getting fired fucking sucks, especially like when I was doing my job and the pay wasn't good. I needed to leave there anyway. Whatever. Hand forced. Fine. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe all of that rearranged my brain a little bit. Yesterday was I don't know. I wish I would have just like laid in some grass but I didn't do that. I mean, I did it briefly, but I really could have just let the ground take me, that would have felt really good. So, but that did spur me into some other thoughts, especially about getting musicians together to play music on the Cumberland and call it Flow Meets Flow. And inspired by, I mean, I love rivers, I love trains, I love boats. And I just want music to be in those spaces. And I think especially now too, after I live in Nashville and seeing like the back end of what being a musician looks like here, I don't want to participate in it. I don't think it serves anybody. I mean, and I mean, fine, maybe it does serve people, but like serve musicians. But like at the scale that you have to scale it and what, I don't know. Um, I just want to be able for people to make and share music together. And more, I'm just like, oh, I think that just has to be in nature for me. And nature is like not to discount city stuff, because like I really love nature. I love the beach. I love natural elements, but there is also something for me about city living and city stuff. I like alleyways. I mean, I do really like architecture, and I like thinking about the history, especially in places like Nashville, where, I mean, really anywhere, because I think about it of like where I grew up. Like I would constantly be like, oh, that used to be this. And like, I like that shit. I like that nostalgia. I like that history. I like being grounded and knowing like what came before. I think that is important. And also as far as like queer history goes, that's extra important. And then also to like honor indigenous land that we're on, and also like land where slavery was, and like honor people that may have been lynched or any of that stuff, or fucking burned as a witch. I think the more we anchor ourselves in recognizing the history and then where we are now, I think that's important. And also for me, and I think at the heart of it is stories. And, uh, you know, I live for stories. I love stories. I love to tell them. I love to hear them. I love to know them. Yeah. And I mean, like, isn't that what music is, right? And especially country music. And let's not forget the roots is Black, Appalachian, like uh, vaqueros. It's not white. It's not solely white. Um, I'm a little lost on the sauce there. So yeah. Oh, and then the other piece of it is I make all of this like hats and fashion out of discarded stuff. So like I have this whole fashion line called Fashion and Tents, and it's all made out of discarded tents from Big Agnes. And then I also have started making all these like cardboard and fabric, like huge like hats and headpiece stuff. And so being able to get the musicians in these different settings, do, a video, and then also like style them and kind of have it be like like a freak show, like a circusy kind of like it's like a costumed, it's theatrical. That's what I'm looking for. And as an OG theater kid, that never ceases to find me. So I think in light of, kind of running out of straws to pull, um, I don't know, something has to give, and it has to be within music, because I am really lacking connection and community, which is a really new experience for me, because that's part of like my essence, is being able to build that pretty readily and also be able to maintain it. And, I think partly it's just the times we're living in, but also, I don't know. I don't know. It's it's a really unmooring feeling for me, and I've been struggling to figure out how to fix it, make it different. And I don't know, maybe this is my little key in. I'm sure ever hopeful. I'm gonna do this song. I wrote this many moons ago in my first lesbian relationship, and it's yeah. I think looking back from here to then, and like thinking about just all the lives that have been in between then and now, and like that here I am with this song in Nashville, and really at like a total life loss, and in a really difficult time in our human history for so many reasons. And I think, I don't know, it almost, right now thinking about that, it almost feels like it helps me change my perspective in a way. And it feels like I'm, at the equal points on the spiral, like where it's like I'm seeing, or, like we're just orbiting each other. And because that relationship and experience of that relationship and the pieces and threads that went with it were extremely formative for me. And so I do find that in this iteration of my life, it feels very parallel to that time, which would have been, just if people like linear anchor points, would have been like 2006, early 2006. And I had just moved from Boulder, where I was living and going to CU, and really hated it all. And then, but I will say I did meet and make a lifelong friend there, and I love that. And so where was I going? I'm losing the thread, as is to be expected. And then, yeah, I was in St. Pete. I had moved to St. Pete, and then my life kind of, it just like opened up. I realized I was gay, and and had this kind of wild long distance relationship, and you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of time to reflect on that period, and it's funny, like who I was then is not really far from who I am now, and that feels reassuring. Of the thing that I wanted then was music, and the thing that I want now is music, and and also like music and the connections that come with that. And yeah, that is just constantly the thing. And for various reasons over the years, I have run from that, because I mean, I guess because I don't want to fail at it, or I don't want it, I don't want to try and then, not have it happen. But I mean, I think that's what I've been doing this whole time, is I've been like trying, but the aspect of sharing it has really eluded me. Like the aspect of connecting to other folks in that way has always eluded me. And it's like, I've always had musician friends, but I'm always like on the outer tier of what they're doing. And that has always felt weird too. And yeah. And I do find it's harder for me to like see music anymore, because it's like that, the ache of wanting to be on stage and doing the thing is like, is intense. And so yeah, I just have to start figuring out how the fuck to do that, and on my own terms, because it has to be at this point. You know, I don't want to be beholden to bars and playing music and relying on that. Open mics here feel like just kind of a weird circle jerk to me, and not because they're bad or not because their intentions are bad, but I think just because of the nature of the music industry and what it's always been and what it even furthermore is now, it forces you into this like construct of existence where everyone's like, let me get your social media, let me like stay in touch because like you might be a connection. And like, while I think that is valuable in some way, I think we're building it on false pretenses. And like, I have to have more than that. It has to be a stronger connection than like, I'm going to follow you on Instagram and then promptly forget you or whatever it is. You know, I want to be around people that compel me, and that, you know, vice versa, that this very collaborative, connective experience that is rooted in the desire to share stories and grief and music and love, of all love. So yeah. All right. With that said, I'm ready to just play this shit. Southern comfort going down. She crept under my frown, said, baby, what have you got to lose? Come on, catch this plane. Baby, what have you got to lose? So I put my heart up for sale, said it goes to the highest bidder, who is bound to love me. And I never said could be a woman, I never said be a man. Southern comfort, come on home. Dig up the ruins of what this girl's become. See if she can be fixed. See if we can love again. Put my soul in your hands, put my mouth in your heart. Pretend we never cried. Pretend you didn't scream. Southern comfort, go on home. We are not the two, we don't belong. I'm gonna take what I know. Use this heartbreak, watch me grow. Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. I think that's it for me. She took it out a little bit of me. All right, Dwellings. Until next time. YEAHR, I want to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, come on, just let me know. We can talk about it.